a little bit chilly in here right now. I should probably start off the wood burner, but once I start pumping up the weights, I'll get warmed up. And it's not that cold outside yet. So today I really don't feel like training. At this current moment, I don't feel like training. I mean, I want to, and at the same time I don't. I think it's my 8th day of my arm training, and this will be my 4th bicep session since I've started arms every day. Previously, I trained triceps the last 3 days because, well, for me, I like to overtrain on purpose. I guess you can call it overtraining. I don't think I'm overtraining. From the standpoint of what I'm doing is I'm pumping blood into the muscle, and I'm feeling that whole muscle in there. Like when I'm doing triceps, I'm feeling what exercise, and I pretty much only do two exercises most of the time. Yeah, tricep push downs between the two different machines, and then I do skull crushers. I just started messing around with the angle. I had a block that I put underneath of it just to get a different bit of an angle. And right now where I'm at, my body is I'm not 100% flexible. I need to be still more open, and I'm getting better since I've started working out. But I feel like that kind of affects certain different exercises. So when I'm laying on a flat bench and I'm doing skull crushers, I just never really feel it back in that horseshoe back there. I never have. But I can get that good feeling on the machine right there. I brought in the one arm isolation tricep on the pulley on the Smith machine over there, and that really worked good. So I'm connected with my triceps fully. I do have a little bit of a strategy. That's why I did triceps 3 days in a row, so my biceps would have time to heal up a little bit. 3 days off from being smashed for 3 days. So far, the tape measure, it's telling me that my arms grew, and I kind of expected that was going to happen right off the start because I knew when I started pumping a lot of volume into them, and my diet hadn't been the best till that point, and I just started my dieting then. And when I say dieting, I mean eating nutritious and actually getting protein in it every day, like 175 grams, which is what I'm going for right now. 175 lean, 180. I'm at 200. I'm around 200 to 206 on the scale right now. Hell, if I stay 200 pounds this whole time while I transform and keep eating right, I'm not so concerned about cutting weight, but I'm just more so getting rid of body fat. And I know I'm getting leaner because I have a tape measure in my bathroom, the one I just bought for my arms, just so I had a tape measure for this experiment, and my waistline is getting smaller. It's nowhere near close where I want it to be, but it's better than it was 2-3 weeks ago. We're moving in the right direction, and the scale's staying about the same. I've been gaining muscle and staying about the same weight, and I'm losing fat. So how long will it take to get down 10% body fat? Well, I had 2 cookies today, guys. That wasn't really included in the plan, but hey, that's all right. I haven't ate any other junk today, and I've done good on my other 2 meals, so the rest of the day I just have to really be good, get my protein in, and I'm going to hit my arm session right now, and then I'm going to move on and take a rest, and then I'm going to come back down tonight, and I'm going to end up hitting some, I'm going to be hitting some lower back and some rear hamstring work. And I haven't been doing a lot of squats lately or anything, squats or lunges. I'm ready to get back to doing squats again, but right now I have a couple issues going on in my body that won't allow me to get back underneath the squat bar safely. So until I can get back and squat safely, I'm not even going to risk it. I have a lower back problem that I've been dealing with for years now, and I'm pretty sure I have my finger on what the problem actually is. It has to do with my flexibility. I can't bend over and touch my toes all the way right now. My lower back gets stiff, and I just have to work out all those issues and get everything straightened out. And then I have faith that my lower back is going to be back to 100% again, and I'm going to be able to get back to doing what I was doing on my squats years ago. But it may be a few more months, just because I'm not going to get back underneath the squat rack until my lower back is 100%. I really want to have a good body moving forward into the future. And if I keep messing around with it and trying to get back sooner than I'm actually ready, all I'm going to be doing is fighting the problem year after year after year instead of taking the time now to address it right. And every workout that I do, there's a reason behind it. I mean, whether I'm hitting chest 2 to 3 days in a row, there's a reason behind that. Or whether I'm coming in and hitting straight leg deadlifts and then I'm moving on to doing leg curls, or whether I'm doing straight leg deadlifts and then moving on to bench press for the next exercise. It isn't always leg day, it isn't always arm day. A lot of days, a lot of my workouts are actually full of, they usually have 1 or 2 compound movements in them, and then from there they have usually 2 isolation exercises, like maybe I'll do deadlifts and bench press, and then I'll finish out by doing 2 different kinds of arm exercises. But what I'm actually accomplishing that whole day is I'm getting a full body workout in. You start out your workout with deadlifts, well, you just started out by pounding your body to crap. I mean, your legs are involved, your back is involved, your chest is involved when you're pulling up. I mean, it's a 100% full body exercise. And then you move on to the bench press, which is, if done correctly and you have your stance right, that's actually a full body movement too. Now, when you're doing it for bodybuilding, I'm going to go ahead and say I do most of my, it's still a full body movement for me, but I'm in my stance and I'm just concentrating more on the rep. I'm concentrating more on how I'm doing the reps to fill it in the pecs. But when I'm going for my max bench press, I'm planted on the ground and it's a full body movement. Bench press, deadlifts are a full body movement, squats are a full body movement, and then you finish out your workout by doing 2 different kinds of arm exercises. Maybe you do barbell curls and then you do tricep push downs. Well, during that one workout, you have just accomplished what some people take all week to do. And not that it's a contest, but if you're looking to make progress in the gym and grow at a good rate, compound exercises are a really good tool, really good way to do it. You'll find out areas in your body, and you'll start seeing areas, and you're taking pictures, you're looking in the mirror, and you're noticing, you're like, hey, I need more work here. So your workouts start to change. You know, you stop doing deadlifts and bench presses and 2 different kinds of arm exercises, and you start spending maybe one whole workout on your shoulders because you see that you have a weak area in your shoulders and it just makes sense to attack your shoulders alone. There's definitely a lot of value to doing that. So I don't preach one way to work out and say that this is high. Like right now I'm using high reps. I rep range from 13 to 20. A lot of my workouts are back and biceps right now. My back and my biceps are a weak area, and well, my strategy to training is I beat the shit out of the muscles. Sometimes it takes 1 day to get that done in a workout, and sometimes it takes 2, 3, 4 days to get that done. Now, folks could argue with me and say that I'm overtraining, but hey, I'm not going to point my finger at anybody unless they come to me and say, hey, what do you think about this? Give me your advice, give me what you think. But I can tell you from personal experience that training muscles 3 days in a row, as far as making them bigger, does have positive effect on them. And this is kind of what this arm experiment that I'm doing is proving to myself, that hey, you can train a muscle every day and it will get bigger. So I still have 22 days left of this, and if I keep training my arms every day, like today I said I came into the gym and I didn't want to train today. I just kind of had a little bit of a mental attitude going on. Not to get too much into my personal life, but recently just come back from being out on the road and living in my van. There's a camper van video down there. I was out gold mining, and now I'm back in my hometown. And well, I need to get back to work, and quite honestly, I'm not very happy where I'm at in my body, and I told myself that I was just going to take the first month, and I was going to work out, start getting my strength back, get in shape. You know, I feel disgusted with myself in some aspects of where I have let myself get body fat percentage wise. I know there's more important things in the world, but I'm sick and tired of my lower back hurting, and there's a bump on the back. I have something going on in my mid back. There's a bump going on back there, which is another reason that I don't squat. There's a hump. I think I got it from squatting the wrong way, which in the future I will be. When the bar gets rolled too far on your forward, it tends to create a knot. So now I'm working to get that knot out of my back, and it's between having a big knot on your back, having your lower back hurt, and so guys, I'm just getting back into the thing and training and getting back into the best shape of my life and moving forward. with things and everything. So I hope I can edit this and make somewhat sense of this video. But anyways, guys, this arm challenge is really a good push for me, because not only it makes me get to the gym every day for 30 days straight, and I have to come here. I have to. It's like the end of the world if I don't come to the gym and hit my biceps. It's like I have to. It's as simple as that. There's no other way around it. It's just something I have to do. So I'm here. I'm here for 30 days, no matter what. So I might as well make the best of it. I'm not coming in and hitting my arms half-assed. I'm giving them a full workout. I told myself every day is arm day for 30 days, and it's going to be a hardcore arm workout. And you're going to give it all you got, and we're going to see if this is possible. That's pretty impressive to me, to go from 17 3/16 of an inch over 18 inches, even to 18 inches. That's pretty good if that can be accomplished. But what I'm saying is, that'd be pretty impressive to blow them up to 18 inches and go from 17 3/16 to 18 in 1 month. That's a pretty good gain. And once I get to 18 inches, I'll reevaluate and see what I want to do. When you gain size in one area of the body, as far as from a bodybuilding standpoint, there's other things that have to be done too, which is why I'm not only arm training right now. I feel like I have a big enough back. I need a little bit more chest work. And even though that my back is weak, even though it's weak, I kind of think it's more so because of how my posture is right now. As I open up and get stretched out and my lower back loosens up, I'm able to stand up straighter. And that has a different effect when you're posing and posture-wise. So, hey guys, what I'm saying is pretty much what I look forward to is getting my posture problem fixed. Once I get those things taken care of, I'll be able to stand up a lot straighter, and I'll be able to stretch out, and I'll be able to make the exercises do what they're actually supposed to do, which is, for example, I have the bent over row playing right over here, and I would like my back to be up a little bit. If you can see, there's a little curve in the upper. That's not ideal, and that's the problem I'm working to take care of right now, to get that flattened out. Now my lower back is also off too. It's not just a series of one thing. It's just not a series of one thing. It's between the lower back, the hamstrings, and the upper back. It's a combination between all those things, and it's just doing the right stretches and the right exercises to strengthen those weak areas, and keeping them opened up, and just keep practicing that. And soon enough, I'm hoping that all those issues will be worked out, and then when I do an exercise, it will really be that much more effective, which is why I only do certain exercises right now. There's no need doing exercises that are going to work against you. All right, guys, I'm running out of time. Thank you for watching, and I'll holler at you next time.